All right, all right. Give me 1 second. If I can figure out how to do this really quick. Hello and welcome everybody to JMC's Introduction to Foster Care. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate everybody who is joining in. We're just here to talk a little bit about, the community and what JMC does, and a little bit just to learn about the foster care and learn a little bit about what we do, what we stand for, and the need for, foster parents here in your community, and really like any question that you guys may have to ask us as well. I'm going to give a couple minutes or so, probably like another minute or so for people to join in. Please feel free to comment, say, hey, how you doing? Tell us how your day's going, how your week's going, and everything like that. And I'm going to give it a few minutes. Just start, my week is going good. We've been busy, trying to stay as busy as possible and, reach out to the community and really find the need for foster parents here in your community. Yep. Give it another couple minutes before we officially get started. Give some more people time to join in. I can figure out how to screen record this. All right, so we can get started now. So everybody who's in, welcome to JMC's Intro to Foster Care Live, and where you'll learn a little bit about what we do, what we stand for, and the need for foster parents within the community, and any other questions that you guys may have. So who are we? We're James Matthew Commission. That is who we are, and who is James Matthew Commission? For short, we go by JMC, and we're an organization that focuses on supporting children primarily within the foster care system. We believe that every child will experience an authentic and reliable and supportive community. And we believe that there are no bad kids. There's only kids put in bad situations. So, there's no bad kids, only kids in bad situations. We strive to make fostering children become, the talk of your community. We serve the foster care community in many ways, but realistically, our main goal is to find, more people who are willing to and able to provide a safe and stable home for these kids within the foster care system, because that's what's most needed. So there's a few problems within the foster care system. The number one problem is, or just one of them, is there's a super large amount of children being taken from their homes and being placed in the foster care system. Also, this means, they're being taken out of their communities, their villages, and in the places that they're really used to and where they find normalcy, and they're being placed in ones, that they're really, really unfamiliar with. So there's a very limited amount of, and then, another one is, there's a very, very, very limited amount of safe and stable and trusted adults, within those communities that are willing to take kids into their homes. So that's another big issue as well. We like to say and believe that, we are a village of children in need. And, you're probably wondering what that means, or how we execute that. So we find trusted adults who provide a safe and stable home. We assure that children have their mental, emotional, and developmental needs met. We continuously engage with caregivers as they care for our children. We make connections in our community to those who share, similar values and passions. And at the end of the day, like, we'll help you find a role within our village, so you can make a positive impact on our children and the children within your own community as well. So we can talk about steps, moving forward to becoming a foster parent. So one is to get into contact with us through our many different platforms, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, our website, phone, email, or even in person, if you see us around. And we'll get, more to the contact information at the end. Second step would be, you'll be directed to myself to answer any questions you may have. Figure out how you want to approach this and get you to come out for an orientation, to learn more about becoming a foster parent in the process. And then after that, you'll need to fill out a background check and also a pre-application form. And then we can start the official licensing process and, get you to become a foster parent. All right. So that is the nitty-gritty part of it. Just explaining the process and who we are as JMC, and basically how we provide for the community and help the community in many different ways. So for the next few minutes or so, we're going to open it up for Q&A. Welcome to anybody who is just joining, and we're talking about the need for foster parents in every community in the U.S., to be honest. But so we're going to open it up for questions, for like Q&A. If you have any questions about the foster care system, if you have any, some worries, some myths, different things like that, right now is the time to ask those questions. And, this is not pressure to, try to force you to ask any questions or anything like that. We are just, we really want to get the word out there and really solve, any myths that anyone may have. So, I'll give a few seconds for any comments. Okay. Hey, Monica, how you doing? She has, how do private agencies support families versus the state? So, how I would say it's a little different, because private agencies as ourselves, so we're a little bit more grassroots. So we have, the opportunity and the authority to support parents how we feel we need to support them. We don't have to go through, specific guidelines. Like, yes, there are guidelines that we have to stay within and everything like that, but, we can do more. There's no restriction in, how much support that we can give our parents. So like I said, we're really, really grassroots, and, we're just really ready to jump on, any issues or really any way that we can help our foster parents, whether that's resources, whether that's coming out super late at night, to help de-escalate a kid. We actually do have on-call staff who will be acting as such, kind of like late night staff who are there to take calls, like overnight calls. If a kid may be escalating or whatever the case may be, regardless of the time, you can always call us, and we'll always have somebody come out there. And even if it's not come out there, if you just need somebody to talk to, ask questions, we're always there. So, it doesn't matter the time of the day. So, that's a little bit of differences between, private agencies versus state. Like I said, there's just going to be, from my own perspective, from, state agencies to us, we're just really, really grassroots, and we're really able to give a lot more support and, kind of tailor that support to how we see, best fits the, the parent and the child and their situation. So I have a list of frequently asked questions that I'm going to go over a little bit, just to talk about some things, clear some things up. So one frequently asked question is, do foster parents get paid? So yes, they do get paid, but it's not going to be like an independent income source for you, but really just extra money for the child. You're required to have a different primary source of income other than what you get as a foster parent. So you're not going to be able to live off that. Not going to be able to just take in a bunch of kids and just like only use that money. It doesn't work like that. So another one is, can you make requests on what type of child is placed with you? So yes, and it's we'll never push anything on you that you can't handle or that you don't want to do. And your voice and opinion definitely matters with us. So we'll try as hard as we can to provide you with what you're looking for. It may not be exactly what you're looking for. It may not be all peachy and roses. If you're coming in looking for a specific, type of child that does this and does that specifically, it may not work out like that. But, according to your family dynamic and everything like that, we're going to do the best that we can to accommodate for that and, just match the parents up with the right kids, because that's ultimately what's going to bring stability, Another one is, how long does the licensing process take with JMC? So we say, 75 days is the timeline that we would like to fit it into. But in reality, it's really up to how motivated you are. And, we're there with you every step of the way. If you need us to push you a little bit, or, if you need to take some time and step back for a second and be like, I want to take my time on this, we can work with it. Either way. Another frequently asked question is, so do you have to deal with the biological parents all the time? So there's really no yes or no answer for that. What I like to tell people is, JMC is a village at the end of the day, and the ultimate goal is to unify these kids back with their biological families. So however comfortable you are with the biological family can really dictate how much interaction you may have with them. But at the end of the day, we strive to do what's best for the child. So, even if that requires, you putting your feelings aside a little bit, but like I said, we're not going to force or push anything on you. That's why we're here, So, for example, if, you had a previous issue with the biological family and you didn't want to make contact with them, you can call JMC and, we could figure out a way, to pick up the child and take them to their parents' visit, so you don't have to make that interaction, that negative interaction. We want to keep it as safe as possible for everybody and convenient. Couple quick questions. Can a single parent foster? Yes. You don't have to be married, or you don't have to have some type of relationship status. Is there an age limit to fostering? Yes, you do need to be 21 years of age or older. What do you need to become a foster parent? Really, all you need is to be able to provide a safe and stable home and have a positive attitude. And really, anybody can be a foster parent as long as you can provide those things. Can I foster if I have other children in the house? Yes, you're more than welcome to, and like I said earlier, it really depends on your family dynamic. So whatever you deem works for your family, that's what we'll try to accommodate. Another big one is, do these kids have insurance? So yes, that's always a huge question. They do come with their own state medical insurance, which will cover, medical, dental, and pharmaceutical needs. So, that's even one more burden, taken off of your shoulders, the payments for insurance or anything like that. You just have to work. You just have to be able to provide a safe and stable home, and you're good. That's literally it. So how do I get started? You can start by getting in contact with me or anyone else on our team through our JMC website, social media pages, as well as, emails and phones. Then we can get you started on coming in for an orientation. And like we like to say again, we are a village for children in need. All right, so we're going to wrap it up a little bit. We appreciate everyone who has tuned into our live and hope that you are all a little more familiar with foster care and the problem that it presents within our community. If anything that we spoke about aligns with your own, your values, your mission, or whatever the case may be, we would love to connect with you and get you involved. You can contact us by email at fosters@jmckids.com. Contact us there. Or you can contact me myself at ddorsey@jmckids.com. And then my work phone number is 253-229-2521. You can also contact me there. Or if you just want to, get a better gist of who we are and what we stand for, you can always go to our website, www.jmckids.com. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the end of our live. And like I said, we all hope that you're a little more familiar with, foster care and the problem that it presents in the community and how we need more trusted adults like yourselves to, give back to the community in a positive way. And what better way to do it than becoming a foster parent? All right. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for being here, Monica, and commenting and being involved. And thank you for your interest. And we really appreciate you. And we will be in touch soon. All right. And to everybody else, thank you for being here. If you'd like to get in touch with us, reach out through our website or all the many other ways that we talked about. And if you're watching this later, you can still comment under, if you're interested or if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment or DM us. All right. Thank you, everybody, and have a blessed day.